Hello everyone, my name is Ramesh. In this session, we are going to discuss about one of the important topic called Java annotations. Java annotation is a tag that represents the metadata, so which is attached with a class, interface, methods, or fields to indicate some additional information which can be used by Java compiler and JVM. Annotations in Java are used to provide additional information, so it is an alternative for option for XML and Java marker interface. And these are the built-in Java annotations and built-in Java annotations used in Java code actually. So one is first there are three different types of built-in annotations at the rate of override, at the rate of suppress warnings, at the rate of deprecated. And apart from that, there are some other annotations which are used for some other annotations purpose actually. So that is at the rate of target, at the rate of retention, at the rate of inherited, and at the rate of documented. Now let's check all these three features so in Eclipse code. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm going to create new interface actually here. So which is annotations. So inside this one, what I'm doing is I'm going to create one method called public void get name. This is the method name convention we need to declare it actually. So this one, and for next one is I'm going to create a main class that is annotations demo. I'm just creating it. So here we are testing the first feature called override method, override annotation. See here we have declared public void get name. So in the class actually what we are doing is public void get name we are using it. So let's provide the some body for this one. Here I'm giving testing get name method body. I'm just giving it. In this case, it will treat it as different method actually. So if you are giving this at the rate of override annotation, then it will give compile time error because the method name whatever we declared in the inside the interface level is not correct actually here actually. Okay, get name. Okay, the first one is actually if we correct this one, this first thing is we need to implement it. So implements annotations. So interface. Still we are getting the so compile time error. For that one, what we need to do is we need to correct this method name. Then the error will be gone. So override in the real-time scenario, we may come across like say n number of methods declaration as part of interfaces, and it is very difficult to just name. I mean get the actual names of those interfaces actually, the methods. So to avoid this one, if I use this override annotation, then just the compiler will just give kind of so the warnings or errors. So to correct those methods actually, we need to use the correct method name here just to avoid those compile time errors. So and next thing is suppress warnings. So let's check this one. So I'm going to create list equal to new array list, new array list. So I'm adding, let's import the packages here, this one array list and list one, and I'm just going to add some objects here. List dot add of India, India, and then see USA and another country, just I'm adding it, Australia. So I'm adding three countries here. I'm trying to print it by using so object reference object obj. So here I'm just adding list. Let's print this one result. this out. Yeah. So I will get the output, but still I'm getting some kind of warnings here because so the compiler will confuse that like no, so what kind of object we are using. So to avoid this one, either we can use here like object, so or string we need to use it. This all errors will be gone. Otherwise, like no, so we need to. This is the best practice. So otherwise we need to use at method level warnings, suppress warnings actually here unchecked main. So still we are getting, see here, suppress warnings we need to give it. See here, still we need to add it, some raw types actually. These are the two different ways we need to just use it to avoid this kind of warnings. See for example, right, list, if we are using, assume that like we are commenting out this one and use this as string or object, then all the warnings will be gone actually. While declaring the list or so a list, so these classes and interfaces we need to specifically just mention what kind of objects we are inserting actually. This is another kind of annotation we need to use it actually here. So otherwise we need to use suppress warnings and unchecked and raw types at method level. So this is another annotation, and let's go to check the deprecated is the odd annotation. We need to check it. So deprecated is something like so and real time scenario. So assume that like so I'm going to add one method here like public, so void loan in, interest rate. See here interest rate. So I'm just in banking scenarios actually assume that we are providing body for rate of interest. Rate of interest is 8%. Assume that 8% for home loan where actually all banks are considering. Okay, so in future cases, what happens is like if the rate of interest is increased or decreased, then so that like so we need to provide the body or logic actually according to that interest rate. Okay, so assume that like we are using this one as deprecated method. So if you are using this one, the compiler just internally thinks that like so this method is not going to use in future actually. Prior to Java 11, it was giving compile time error. So if you are using deprecated method actually, if we are accessing this method in the future classes. So let's assume that like in this case it will not give any like in a compile time error, but it will give warning that like this is the deprecated method here. See, it is the deprecated. Assume that like we are going to just create object for this one here and trying to access it. So assume that demo and new class object I am creating demo dot. So this is the interest rate I am going to guide it actually. See, it will not give any error or warnings it will give it. See here, still here also we are getting this one. I am running this program now. See, rate of interest is 8%. So instead of deleting this method, so we can just use the at the rate of deprecated tag so that like the any new developer or like so comes to know that like this is the old rate like so available in the previous implementation classes actually. So these are the two different so inbuilt or like so built-in annotations where we can use it as part of the Java classes or cloud actually. Okay, please practice it and your own with the different the scenarios, then you will get the fair idea. Please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.